Now, for this week's movie, we go to the epic high school classic, Chastity Bites. Now, to start this movie, we go to a guy and a girl making out in a car. Girl stops the guy immediately and lectures him about chastity and then gets her throat slit. Epic storytelling to start off. Then we meet our two main characters, Leia and Elizabeth. No, Catherine. Leia and Catherine. Sorry, I get her confused with other famous monarchs throughout history. Leia and Catherine. Leia's a journalist on a school paper looking for her next big story. And Catherine's a lesbian who is an optimist. So we know the story is fictional. And they run into the Barbies at the school. Four girls who are popular, mean, and pretty. We make fun of them. Next, we're introduced to our villain, Liz Bathos, who's the school board is bringing in to teach our students about chastity. And tells them that she takes pride in her work. She then goes to an assembly at the school, sparsely populated by girls. I don't think this was shot in the year 2020 or 2021, so I don't know why there are so few girls in this assembly hall. I think this was shot in like 2015, so I don't know if they just couldn't afford girls or you could just like go round up girls like cowboys. Just go get on your horses and round them up, and with a whip, and drive them in to the assembly hall. Anyways, yeah, there's not many girls in the assembly hall. And she's making people take the chastity pledge for a new group, something. The initials are VAG. I remember that. Virginity Action Group. VAG. She needs 4 leaders. And of course, the popular girls are picked, who pledge to keep their virginity and stay chaste. And they get these red ruby rings and have to sign this ancient document. Well, at least it looks ancient. Catherine is interested in the group. Leia is not optimistic. She finds the group underhanded and seedy. So just wants her to keep her chastity. So they are virgins. She says non-virgins cannot join the group, looking at the pregnant children. We keep moving on. Now this boy named Comrade, real name Paul, is interested in Leia, but Leia seems not interested in that. She seems only interested in her journalism. We will learn more about Paul later. Now, as we go on, Catherine and Leia split up in the hallway, with Leia going on to go to a journalism club, and Catherine checking out the VAG meeting. It's an interesting meeting, with them talking about their urges and such. Catherine seems much more interested in Liz Bathos, our main villain, and her, and in a sexual way, than in Chastity. But Liz takes an interest in young Catherine, and then meets Leia outside the meeting, where they immediately take a dislike to each other. We will see why later. But then the school board meets with Liz at her house, and they're like, "How do you stay so young, Liz?" And Liz is like, I have a secret. And they're like, what's your secret? And she's like, it's illegal. They're like, well, you have to tell us it anyways. She's like, well, okay. Meet me at my house later. So Liz gives them the secret later at her house. And they're like, it looks like blood. And she's like, just rub it on your wrinkles. Now, several people have gotten their throats slashed up to this point, including the school principal who had like 30 cats in her house. Now, 30 cats may be a lot, but 30 cats is not a lot. I have 50 cats. No, I don't actually. I don't have any cats. Or else you would have probably seen them in these videos because cats tend to just be interested in the camera or knock the camera over or do cat things. But 30 cats is a lot of freaking cats. Yeah. So, okay, so we've got several people getting their throats slashed. She's telling people to rub blood on their ankles. This girl is clearly freaky. Then we go to a meeting. Leia wants to attend this VAG meeting with Catherine just to check it out. Maybe she's misjudged it. But Liz is feeling sick, so Catherine goes to her house to deliver some flowers to make her feel better. Because Catherine's a carer. A lesbian who's nice and optimistic and a carer. We can clearly tell this is a fictional movie. Most lesbians I've met in my life would like to run you over with a Jeep. Because lesbians own Jeeps. Okay, so, anyways. So Liz comes out, and we meet who she calls her niece. She's not her niece. And the gardener, who's a fire school janitor, who is creepy as hell, who we will get to know better later. And Liz comes down to meet Catherine and says she has a solution for Catherine's zits and rubs blood on them. And they get rid of the zits, just like they got rid of the school board's wrinkles. Apparently, blood is the secret to every solution you have with facial problems, wrinkles, zits, unwanted hangnails, crow's feet, fingernails growing too long. Just every bodily function that you have that doesn't work right, or anything you have on your face that makes you look old, rub blood on it and it will solve it. So then, Leah, whatever her name is, Leia, whatever her name is, does some research on the internet about Liz and the VAG and thinks she has come up with a solution what the VAG is. Because Liz then is Countess Dracula according to Leah, who's killing virgins through the VAG to stay young forever. And Catherine's in trouble. So she goes and wakes Catherine up and tells her this. Catherine, of course, thinks she's crazy because that's how it works in these movies. And decides she doesn't want to be her friend anymore because she just insulted Liz and Liz helped her. So Liz does the only logical thing to do. She tries to get this in the school paper, and the school paper thinks she's crazy and tells her to bring them a real story. Meanwhile, the VAG is planning on a get-together at Liz's house. Leah knows she has to stop this, as Catherine is now part of a popular girl group, the Barbie group, and Leah can't even talk to her now. So Leah knows she has to stop this. Meanwhile, the one popular girl who's wearing the VAG ring loses her virginity. Well, it's hinted that she lost her virginity, but we'll later find out she lost her virginity. But Leah knows she has to stop this group at Liz's house, also known as Countess Dracula now. For those who don't know about Countess Dracula bathed in virgin blood to stay young forever. Okay, so Leah knows she has to stop this. So what does she do? She goes and has sex with Paul. So she's not a virgin anymore, so she can't be sacrificed. Then she's going on her own, but Paul stops her and says, "You have to tell me about this so I can help, so I can also get killed." No, he doesn't say so I can also get killed, but so I can help. So the two of them sit out. And we later find out they have no plan. Because why would you want to plan? Plans only complicate things. Just go in there and wing it. So they go there and they wing it. And the gardener stops them, ties Leah up. But Leah tries to escape by kicking out a board in the gardener's shack. To which the gardener then grabs her foot, takes her shoe off, and begins licking her foot and sucking her toes. He's apparently a footman. Leah manages to get her binds off and lures him in when Paul comes in, when he brings Paul in with her foot, and then knocks him out using sex as a weapon, the ultimate women's weapon tool. And then they break into the house, not in time to save all the girls, mind you, because they've already killed 3 out of 4, but in time to save Catherine. And as it's revealed, the one girl did have sex, and her blood burns Liz instead of rejuvenating it. But Liz kills her, so it don't matter. And it's revealed that Liz's niece, who's also her prisoner, who's actually her prisoner from the village near Liz's castle, is a virgin, so she's got that spare virgin of the 5 she needs. So we get our epic fight between Leah and Liz. And since Leah is not a virgin anymore, Leah stops her and kills her. And then that is it. And apparently, according to this movie, once you lose your virginity, you don't have to wear glasses anymore. So for all of you wondering, lose your virginity so the vampires don't want to kill you, and you don't have to wear glasses. That is all for this week. I recommend this movie. Give it 12 out of 10 stars. I give it 12 out of 10 stars.